Hello and welcome to Monterrey, one of Mexico's largest cities after Mexico City, along with Guadalajara. I took a flight here from Guadalajara a few days ago, and in this video I'm going to be exploring one of the lesser visited cities, but certainly one of the largest here in the north of the country, only 2.5 hours from the Mexico border with the USA. Texas is only a few hours away by car. I'm starting here on a bridge in the center of Monterey. You can see here a few skyscrapers in the background, but most notably the mountains with different barrios, neighborhoods that are on them are quite evident. And the river, I don't know what it's normally like, but currently at the moment, here in the middle of the summer, it has dried up. I'm filming, by the way, on my GoPro right now because my gimbal is unfortunately broken, and until I find a replacement in the short-term future, I'm going to be using this for this video. So on with the exploring of Monterey in the afternoon here, and then I'll be getting up tomorrow and doing a little bit more. Let's head towards the macro plaza in the city center. Walking onwards from the bridge, and I am now in the macro plaza at the heart of modern Monterey. It used to be an area of prime real estate until that was all knocked down to make way for trees and gardens in the 1980s. There's various statues and important buildings and a couple landmarks like this large red sculpture built in the form of a lighthouse, which some people don't like, some people like it. Let's carry on through the macro plaza to some other parts of central Monterey. Some people getting massages here in the middle of the macro plaza. Monterey obviously feels a lot less touristy than Mexico City and Guadalajara. Most of the people that visit here probably come for business and day trips perhaps, or weekend trips maybe from the United States. I don't think many people come here for tourism that are international apart from Americans, which is why I thought it'd be such an interesting city to cover, seeing as it doesn't get as much attention as other places here in Mexico, but it's one of the largest cities. Now entering into Barrio Antiguo, which is the old quarter of Monterey. Colorful colonial buildings, and at night time it also turns into a nightlife hub, but it's a nice place to walk around, particularly if you're looking for a more vibrant part of the city in the evening. I'm now here in a bar in Old Monterey, which is called Almacen 42, and they have 42 different types of craft beer, which you can see on the menu right here. They're mostly ales. I've gone with the strongest one, which is 9.2%, and it's very dark, but there are light options, there are medium options as well, and it's cool because it's built in different shipment containers, which is also remnant to Monterey's past, very similar to the park that I'm going to visit tomorrow morning. Salud! Hello and welcome back to Monterey. Today I'm starting the video from the balcony of my Airbnb here on the outskirts of the city in this very pleasant, quiet residential neighborhood with some very nice houses. The sun is rising just behind me there. It's relatively early, about 7 a.m. and you can see some of the gorgeous mountains in the backdrop that dominate the city, and these particular ones look like something from the Napoli coast in Kauai, in Hawaii, something like that, or Jurassic Park-esque. Fantastic viewing. I'm going to head back into the city this morning by taking an Uber and showing you a few more things that you can do there, and also getting a better taste of Monterey itself. So let's head out. I'm now here in the city after taking an Uber, and I'm starting today in Parque Fundidora, which was a vast iron steelworks and the first heavy industry in Latin America, which today has been completely rejuvenated and turned into an urban park, which is absolutely beautiful. And there is still the skeleton of the previous steelworks here, which they've integrated into the modern, which I really like. It's a really fantastic example of a project which turns something that was an eyesore, but also part of the city's identity and history, and use that heritage to transition into the new. Seeing the smokestacks here amongst the trees and the backdrop of Monterey's mountains really is impressive, and how seamless it all comes together, and a lesson for other projects when it comes to redevelopment, to not just throw away things that have been used before, but to use them and embrace them and think of things in an innovative way. One of the highlights of the park is Horno 3. It's a science museum dedicated to the city's and region's industrial past. It's modern, has lots of interactive stuff in there. Unfortunately, it's closed due to COVID. At the moment, it's the former blast furnace and real centerpiece of what was the steelworks. Right here on one side of the park, we have Paseo Santa Lucia, which is an artificial river that runs through the heart of industrial Monterey. You can take a walk along. It's 2.4 kilometer promenade, or you can hop on one of the regular boats, which don't seem to be running right now, again due to the pandemic. So after leaving the park, I'm now here having breakfast with Valeria. We are eating at a restaurant called Los Frijoles, the beans, and it has a really cool vibe. Take a look. Live music in front of us, kitted out with a retro vibe and lots of colors and traditional things. I have gorditas for breakfast here, some different ones, one with egg, one with nopales. Larry, what do you have?
Mexican egg.
La Mexicana, ¿sí?
No sé si te ha pasado que si pudiera, debiera de lunes a domingo sin parar. Esto que es cierto no se puede comparar.
Breakfast down and drinking a café de olla. It didn't come in a clay pot though. Very kindly, the lady in front of me has dedicated the song she's singing to me after she came over and asked for some song requests. More people coming in now as the vibe is picking up and the food is really good. I highly recommend coming here in Monterey if you're after this type of experience. A small dulceria here with all different types of sweets. Bala leche. Corazon chico, small heart. All kinds of colorful and sugary items on sale in the dulceria here. What's something very typical that you'll find in a dulceria?
Tamarind candy.
Okay. Tamarindo.
And that's dulce de leche.
See, what's it made of?
No sé. Okay, we have two options. I don't know which one you want to try. This one has chili, and this one is sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet? Okay. Then ate. Remember the ate? You like it? The mezcal. This is ate too, for different fruits. Chamoy.
Chamoy. Key feature of the michelada.
See, it's for a lot of her
It
candy.
looks like a bracelet.
It looks like chorizo.
On the street outside the dulceria, many more dulcerias in this area, including one right here. You can see all the different piñatas above, Spider-Man, Superman, and I don't know that princess's name.
Elsa, Belle, Aurora,
Elsa from Frozen,
Rapunzel,
of course.
yes,
Yeah.
and Cinderella.
Yeah. An interesting quick stroll around some of the streets of central Monterey, the less touristy ones, the ones I didn't read about. I just kind of happened to stumble upon this area and find all these dulcerias. You can see the street vibe here in Mexico's northern city, only 2.5 hours drive or so from the border with Texas in the United States. It's midday at the moment here in the heart of the summer, and the heat is high and the streets are quieter than usual. Some flowers and incense there, kinds of local shops, super interesting. All these shops around here specialize in limpias, which is to get rid of the bad omens on you, isn't that right?
This is for good fortune. This one is for to fight the demon.
Okay. And these are examples of the demons here, or is this supposed to represent the
No.
the saint
La
of
Santa
death?
Muerte.
Santa Muerte, sí.
Santa Muerte, la Virgen de Guadalupe, Jesus.
Okay. And sometimes in Mexico, like in Tepito, you'll find shrines dedicated to Santa Muerte, the saint of the dead. What have we got there, Valeria?
A penis candle.
Why do they sell these?
Probably to make amarres.
What's that?
It's when you make a spell, so the people you like or the people you love loves you back.
Okay, and there are red penises here, and are these black penises?
No, these are not penises.
Oh no.
These are like cats. For remedies, like this is for arthritis, for allergies. These have combination of herbs. This is like a alimentary supplement. They have everything you may need right here.
Wow.
And they also have like books here, so you can learn. They have the Santa Muerte, they got black magic, white magic, medicinal plants, tarot. They say pretty much everything you need here.
Some street food, tacos, and church here with the dates 1864 and 1927 on the front. Always the mountains in the distance. Wherever you are in Monterey, you can see them.